With the ongoing growth of potential musicians scampering to become the next big producer, songwriter, or artist, it goes without saying that when you have so many eager and talented people like yourself, it is eventual that the predators will put their hooks with bait in the water to grab as many naive and gullible victims as they can. Now you be asking, what am I talking about? Music scams. Peace and blessings, guys. My name is SG1 from the Grammy Award-winning team, The Peacemakers. And if you're unfamiliar with us, please Google us. However, if this is your first time to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and then click the bell notification to be notified when we put out new videos. We're talking about music scams here. And I know you're making this sound like a music predator scheme. And that is, believe it or not, exactly what it is. See, at first I thought this was just a couple of isolated incidences. However, the more I've talked about it, the more you guys have contacted me, letting me know that this is a big problem. Now, for the uninitiated, I need you to watch the entire video to hear all of the type of scams I'll be identifying. And for my professionals who know what I'm going to say, I need you to think of other scams I might not cover or mention within this particular video, but I need you to bring them to light. Now, I know what you're going to say. Scams are easy to spot, right? But you'd be surprised at just how many musicians are scammed every day out of tens of thousands of dollars. And how many missed opportunities because of the fear afterwards of being scammed again. I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. However, I'm not going to cover every scenario, just a few, then tell you what to look for and what you can do. Firstly, let me go on record and say, as far as I know, no one can connect their success to the one time that they paid for an interview with a music executive. No, they perfected their craft until the opportunity they worked for and deserved was prepared and grew out of their hard work. See, today many artists are drawn in by the scam culture surrounding the music industry. Sometimes scammers will go to extreme lengths to trick artists into making it harder to see through. And in honesty, it's hard to tell the difference between a scam and a real opportunity. Now, these scams usually go like this. Someone emails you or DM you saying, hey, I love your music, I have a major label interested, or I have resources to get your music heard. But let me go into detail about how the most popular scams are initiated. And I remind you, not in this particular order. First, you have the streaming scams. You get a message or email from a so-called industry professional claiming they like your music and want to get you featured on Spotify or help you chart. Then they tell you how much you can make from large streaming numbers, and for a reasonable fee, they will get you there. These scams appear legitimate because they provide examples of artists that got 1 million streams, right? Or more. But they don't give you details of how they're able to do this. In reality, they're using bots or software designed to click or refresh a link over and over again. Now you're saying, well, what is wrong with this? Well, it gets you nowhere. It makes you no money because now platforms have employed algorithms to spot these fake spins, and more than likely, you will either get your account banned or they'll delete your spins. Also, it does not generate fans, which is what you really want, because those are how you get the downloads and stream revenue. See, scams like these are common and easily able to be spotted because they're using bots, and bots are detected by IP addresses, and this can be used to see the location of the actual stream activity. Now, not to throw bots under the table, because bots can be useful for other things in your music career, like using them for mentions and etc. The second type of scam is the placement scam. Placement scams are difficult to catch as they are legitimate opportunities available out there, but the copycats can look legitimate just as easily. The scam consists of creating a profile and submitting your music to TV, film, and commercial music representatives looking for songs. They take your money through a monthly subscription or cost or upfront fee, and may not ever really know any of these people that they're submitting your music to. However, you don't know whether they're submitting their music or not. However, what you are is out of money. See, pitching your music to a so-called company that has a reputation for doing it is the best thing that you can do. Not just sending your money to one person that you cannot verify he or she's credits. Real professionals like myself are proud when we help others succeed and pride ourselves on helping versus hurting. Now, pay-to-perform scams are the most common and common in all shapes and sizes. They exist entirely on the desperation of musicians striving for a chance to perform in front of a large audience. People will solicit musicians to pay a fee in order to perform for celebrity judges or shows or even an A&R rep, with the assumption that their approval will put your music in the hands of someone willing to offer you a contract. Now, the notion that musicians should pay to perform is bogus. Legitimate opportunities to showcase your music will come when someone thinks your music is good enough to take a chance on you, or you have a proven following of people that will buy tickets to see you. See, something I want you to realize is real companies put their money behind projects they believe in. Legitimate professionals don't mind waiting for you to reach out to an attorney or your lawyer for advice. Also, take note that you must sell tickets as well. That's a scheme that's within itself is just bad, because musicians should never be selling tickets to a show. That's the promoter's job, and he has to pay others to properly market the venue. It's not your job to do it for them. Now, making a name in the industry is hard. It takes dedication and years of work, especially before being recognized by the public or your potential fans. There are options like utilizing social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and more, but you can't buy success. Developing your music, networking in the industry, and building a fan base organically should be your focus. Now, if you feel like you may be a victim, or if someone is trying to scam you and you'd like us to try and help you, contact me via email at musicmillionaires@gmail.com with subject "I'm being scammed." We'll see how we can help you. You've come to the end of this video, and we appreciate you watching us. And if there's something you feel like I left out, please make sure you leave it in the comment section below. As we always say, music is life. We out.